uSports Central, welcome you back. I'm Adam Deal along with Charles Ashley. Now joining us of Luttrell's, it's Chris Luttrell, and there's some fights happening this weekend. It's the Elite Combat Series, and that's our next topic here on 3 and Out. And why wouldn't it be? Some fights happening Saturday night over at 5 Points, the event center over there. So talk about it. I mean, well, actually, you know what? First, I want you to talk about your camp and the things that you're doing. You said you guys are opening up a new facility. Talk about that real quick.
Yes, sir. We've got a new facility over at Candelaria 925. It's the most complete martial arts system. We've got wrestling, jiu-jitsu, no-gi, gi jiu-jitsu, judo. Got a great judo program, boxing, kickboxing. We've got the top coaches in all the areas, so we're real excited. Nobody else has that.
I have a question. I've been wondering this. I have a couple buddies that they've stumbled into fighting.
Right.
What if someone is interested in coming to your gym and they say, you know what, I got this itch, I just want to try it out. Is it an open door type of policy? Do you accept everyone? Do you want to train everyone? Or is it, hey, you have to handpick everyone? Tell us that process.
Really, we want martial arts to be accessible to everybody. We've got top pros in there that fight at all the different levels. We've got guys off the street that walk in and just want to learn it. So really, women come in and, yeah, everybody comes in. And the pros will tone it down and help them out. And it's kind of nice, yeah.
You got some good helmet gear? Because I would do it. I just don't want to get hit anymore.
I hear you. You got a pretty face.
I'm just more into just the fitness side of it. I don't want to get hit.
You couldn't handle anything like this. So
Man,
don't even come out here and tell Chris that you could handle any of this. That's ridiculous for you even to bring yourself up.
I said if you had headgear.
Okay, let's talk about you got a grand opening coming up. Talk about that so everyone knows what's going on with that.
We do. We got a grand opening, and it's the February 6th, 7th, and 8th. Our gym had partnered with Pro Nutrition, which is a fantastic supplement company, all natural, organic, and we're going to have a lot of the UFC fighters will be out there signing autographs, taking photos, and we'll have a good time the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So come on out, see us, hang out with the fighters, and it should be fun.
All right, Chris, we'll talk about this fight card coming up Saturday night. It's Elite Combat Series. You've got some fighters from Luttrell's in this event.
We do. We have 4 fighters, and one of them is the main event, Steven Cervantes, so we're excited.
And we did have Steven Cervantes in on the show, and he's excited about his opportunity. Early pro career, but undefeated so far. Talk about him and what he brings to the table.
He's a real tough kid. Comes from a wrestling background, and he's got a good work ethic. He will work out 3-4 times a day, and just a real workhorse. So he's learning every day.
Yeah, he seemed like it. He was on here very just focused on the task at hand. You know, he wouldn't deviate from the questions we were trying to get him to talk a little. Like, well, tell us about your opponent. Like, I worry about what I'm doing. Right. You know, I specialize in wrestling, grappling, and so he was a real focused kid. So I can see why you're hanging your hat on that. Who else should we look out for? Because these are some young and up and coming fighters, correct?
Absolutely. We have 3 other fighters coming up: Josh Moreno, Jalen Fuller, Mateo Sanchez, and then the semi-main event is Andrew Tennyson, who trains at our gym, and also Jackson. He's real exciting.
I like Tennyson. He has really good energy, positive vibes. What stood out the most to me was how he said, I'm fighting for everyone who's put any effort into me. I take that into the ring. I'm fighting for people who went out of their way to make sure that I can get here. He has a lot of weight on his back, you can kind of tell. Give us some insight about him.
You know, he's different. He's very... it's hard to describe him. He's an intellectual fighter, very, very smart, great guy, and he will spend hours, you know, like he's figuring out a math problem down on the mat, walking through each move, and you know, he's a very, very smart fighter. So.
You could tell. One of the things that really took me off guard was Steven came in and he had the fighter look. Right. The jeans. You could tell that he probably just rolled right out of bed. Or
beat up face a little bit.
The cauliflower.
Right, there you go.
Steven comes in, khakis,
well-dressed,
well-spoken. Like, if he's walking down the street and you're someone to pick out, you're going to pick him to pick on before Steven. Right. And so the difference, though, which is a segue into the different type of people who come into your gym who want to learn or just fight or are interested in MMA.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody that comes through that gym has a different story, why and how they got there. Some just came in and they want to learn self-defense and, you know, self-improvement, want to get into better shape, and then they fall in love with the different aspect of the different sports. And some come in, they're straight competitors. They, you know, participated in a sport in high school, and they've got to compete. Yeah. And so you see Andrew Tennyson, very, very smart, educated. He comes in, he goes about the art of fighting like it's a math problem, as where Steven Cervantes comes in, he's going to run you over. So you know, we take, UC really runs the gamut in the fight game. You see all types.
Talking with Chris Luttrell of Luttrell's MMA and Fitness here on 3 and Out, and so we'll keep talking about what's coming up this weekend, and that is the Elite Combat Series. It's the very first one. It's going to be at 5 Points Event Center. Is this an opportunity really for somebody like Steven Cervantes really to kind of get his name more out there here in the community in another pro fight?
It is. You know, all these fighters, kind of the pathway to the UFC, they start out at smaller shows. And we want to gain support here, grassroots in Albuquerque, and then social media, and the more fans, you know, the more fans the fighters get, UFC takes notice of that. And so it's really the road to the big show.
So attendance is big.
Attendance and social media, how many followers they have. So
I know you're going to promote the thing real quick, the event Elite Combat Series. What's the big picture for Luttrell's? Because you just mentioned grassroots. You know, everyone hears Jackson's, but you have the pedigree also. So what's your big vision?
Well, I'm real excited because I was the first black belt, first fighter out of Jackson's, and I brought Winklejohn and Jackson together. And now I've been in law enforcement. My career's coming to an end. I'm going to retire. So now I'm recreating it again. But now it's bigger and better. You know, at Jackson's and Winklejohn, we now have a judo program, Brazilian jiu-jitsu program, boxing coach, kickboxing coach. We have the top coaches in every area. So, and then we've combined with a supplement company, all natural, organic, pro nutrition, and non-GMO. So really, we're a one-stop shop. So we're real excited. It's a new concept, hasn't been done before.
Well, you can see where you can get these tickets. Go to holdmyticket.com. Check out this event. There's tickets at different prices for you where you want to sit. If you want to sit ringside, it's at the 5 Points Event Center. That's Saturday night. Doors will open at 6 o'clock, and the first bell will ring at 7. It's a fight card of 9 different fights. Should be exciting stuff. Real quickly, if people are trying to get involved into fighting for the first time or want to go to Luttrell's and check it out, how would they come about that?
We have a website that's Luttrell without an S, LuttrellMMA.com, and that'll give you all the information. Get on the site, look at our schedule, look at our different classes. We have big kids class, women's self-defense. We offer a little of everything.
Awesome. That is Chris Luttrell of Luttrell's MMA and Fitness. We really appreciate you jumping on board, and check out that event Saturday night. It's the Elite Combat Series, the very first one, Saturday at 6 o'clock. Come on back, it's uSports Central.